Introduce themselves on the panel if you don't know who they are already.
Hi, I'm Kristen West.
Army Nasri.
Candace Collins.
And I'm Dana Olita. I'm just going to moderate a little bit, ask a few questions. We'll start with Candace.
Okay.
Candace, where did you get the inspiration for your film?
From Armin. Me and Armin, we sat down and I told him I wanted to portray a story that really hits home and people can relate and they can see themselves in my character. And originally I wanted to do an Uber story, but Armin said, how about we go more Postmates? So delivering to people's homes is just as scary, just as hitting home.
I can imagine. Armin, tell us what it was like to direct this film. Where did your inspiration come from? Tell us about it.
Well, I've been working part-time in the restaurant business since I was a teenager, but I didn't start doing food delivery until I moved to Los Angeles because I used to, I still do, I still deliver to the studios and people's houses. And I always felt like in restaurants, we always get maybe the point of view from a male, or it's always a comedy, or a server. And we have delivery drivers in movies, but it's never, there's never like a voyeuristic tale of a delivery driver. It's like Sean Baker came out with a movie called Takeout, but that was more from a man's point of view, doing Chinese takeout. And I always felt a little, because in a restaurant, you're in a controlled environment. If there's a problem, you go straight to a manager. But when you're doing delivery driving, you're like on your own, you're on your feet. Your only source of communication is your phone.
True.
And you're put to a test, and you see everything on the streets while you're driving through. And so I really wanted to not just tell a thriller or subgenre horror film, but I really wanted to make an atmospheric film where you feel like you're in it, where the sound design is doing all the talking for you, especially for an introverted character such as Robin. And also, there's not, I don't know many stories that are coming from a woman's point of view. Because the second restaurant I worked at, there were like two delivery drivers, they're female, out of like 12 male. And there was actually one driver who actually was just very attractive African-American girl who was complaining to me one time in passing that guys on the street were hounding her. So she changed her uniform and started putting on baggy jeans, baggy jacket and shades, going from Halle Berry to Eazy-E. So that's where it was. That's where the inspiration came for Robin changing her clothes. Because I wanted, that's.
It's a very different perspective women have on things than men, and it's hard for men to understand a lot of the time. So Kristen, your character was hysterical and scary, and tell me, where did you come up with that, all that?
So the character was written on the page as what most people would identify as multiple personality disorder. The clinical term is dissociative identity disorder, where a person has multiple personalities in one body. So that is a serious psychological issue. Obviously, there was kind of a fine line between portraying the disorder, but also being true to what was written, which was kind of a scary, funny interlude, kind of a red herring type of character. So I called Armin up and I said, we've got to make this character as chaotic as possible. And there's got to be 3 distinct breaks in the personality. In the original script, it sounded like there were 2 voices. I said, we've got to add a third. And literally what I said to Armin on the phone was, how can we maximally mess with Candace?
Right.
I think you did.
So I've been doing this voice since I was about 10 years old. So I've got a lot of control of it, and I can even sing with it.
So I was like, okay, so we're going to do the kid, because people with dissociative identity disorder are not just their age. They can even be animals. You probably saw a little bit of animalistic behavior as well. I said, okay, so little kid, a little bit of animal, and then I said, what if we sang a little bit? And I asked him, I said, if I sang, how badly would the sound be screwed up? And we tested, and we even tested the eye line. So there was a lot of intense collaboration between me and Armin to make those 3 distinct breaks that kind of really wreak havoc on Candace. And the intent on that was to get the reaction out of Candace. Because I don't know if you notice Candace's acting, she is the reactor of all reactors. She has amazing reactions, and I wanted to